Welcome to this premium traction waveform course where I'm going to go through the process of making a rock song in waveform. So I'm going to do the recording, the mixing, the mastering, and then eventually releasing the song. So from bare bones to finished product using traction waveform. And now the first thing I'm going to touch on very quickly is setting up our audio interface in here. I have other videos on this and a basics course that you can check out, but I'm just going to talk about this very quickly here. So if you're on a Windows computer, which I am, you want to use the ASIO driver here. So you want to go into your settings, audio devices, and then set this to ASIO. Now, the one thing you need to know is the ASIO driver for your audio interface does not install by default. It's not the one that gets installed when you plug in your audio interface. That's just the regular Windows driver that gets installed. ASIO was specifically designed for music production. So you have to go to the manufacturer's website for your audio interface, download it from there and install it. And then you can come in here, switch this to ASIO, and then you would click in here if it's not already on your audio interface, and you would find it in here because you could have your built-in sound card listed in here as well. So you would find it in there. And then the next thing that's important here is your sample rate. Now, there's two that are kind of the most common, and one of them is the 48,000 hertz. The other one is the 44,100 hertz. And 48,000 hertz is sort of the standard now. I think most people use that. You can go higher here if you want. Obviously, higher equals better quality, and there's people out there who say you can't even hear the difference once you go above 48,000 hertz. But if you want to go for it, just know that your file size is going to be larger and it's going to take up more resources when working on audio that is a higher sample rate. The next thing, because we're going to be getting into recording right away, is your audio buffer size. So you want to click in here. And the lower the number, the lower the latency. So you can see I can go down to 16 samples here. Different audio interfaces might have different numbers in here. Some will have more, some will have less. I find anywhere between 16 and 128, the latency is acceptable. It doesn't distract when recording, and you can use that. Why you might not want to go with just 16 is the lower the number, it takes up more system resources. So if your computer is on the weaker side, then you may have to increase this number a bit. You likely can go to 128 and not have a problem there, but just know you may have to go back and switch this if you start noticing some weird pops and clicks or stuttering in the recording and playback. You'll really notice some messed up stuff happening in your DAW when this is too low. And you'll also want to go back here once you get to the mixing stage of your song, because that frees up the resources for your system to start adding plugins in there. So that's all I'm going to talk about here in regards to your audio interface setup. If you need to go deeper, I will link to my Waveform Basics course, which does go a little more into detail. But for this, I really want to focus on the making of the song, not just the basics. However, you will see the basics in action here as I'm working. Now let's head into the next module where we're going to create our project and do our roadmap for our song. So I'll see you there.